And we're not the new kids on the block, I'll tell you that for sure. They liked it.
That's right, they liked it. Welcome, episode 2, which is probably going to be the official first episode, because this episode before that was just... I'm just disappointed. Now I'm very happy that everyone can see your face. That's the thing.
Well, it'll be in the archives of things that we didn't show you, the outtakes.
That's right. Well, I guess everyone had to imagine what you look like through that whole hour of me talking. It had to have been just sad, everyone. I'm sorry. Looking at my face for an hour.
Well, that's not bad. Not at all. Some people love your style of face. Everybody's got a style. Their hair accentuates the look. The glasses do their thing.
Yeah, I
and
guess.
The mustache has another group of people over here that are pro that. And I have noticed that there are less, how shall I say, facial hair going on these days, because the Hollywood actors have stopped growing beards.
Oh, so it's just peer pressure.
I don't know what Frank Beard's going to do, but for those of you who don't know, he's with ZZ Top, or was.
Well,
Is he the one that died?
I don't know.
One of them. The bass player died.
Okay. It's always the bass player.
Of unnatural causes.
Damn it.
Yeah. Susie Cream Cheese from Frank Zappa was there that day. Yeah.
Frank Zappa is, oh man, talk about an underrated musician. And if anyone's listening and you've never heard of Frank Zappa, we're not going to go on and on about it, but it's a little quirky, but the musicianship is there. I think I'm safe to say that, right?
Absolutely. The top LA and whoever, wherever musicians could play with him. And it had a thing called the Black Page. For those of you who don't read music or have seen music, it had so many 16th and 64th notes, which means very fast. And if you could go run down that sheet and read it correctly, you could get in the band. And he was one of the highest paying groups at the time. We're talking 69 through 75, somewhere in there.
Yeah. And to me, there was a lot of ink dropped on those pages, because 16th and 32nd notes.
They're pretty close together.
So you have to make it smaller. It just... that's got to be... I don't know her name. What was her name that played the xylophone?
Her husband also played in the group.
Okay. But anyway.
We'll come back.
So,
Ruth Underwood.
Okay.
Ruth Underwood.
There we go.
She played the marimbas and...
oh, yeah, the more than the xylophone, but like...
and it'd be like... And reading it.
Holding two... mallets.
Mallets,
in
yes.
each hand.
Yes.
So there's, 4 going on there, because that was the only way she was going to keep up with them.
Yeah.
But, you're reading it, show me homework for anyone who wants to. I'm not going to look it up, but any xylophone player better than that woman. She just...
Gary Burton.
Gary Burton?
He was one.
All right. Who did he play with?
His mother played with himself in the closet. No.
I set myself up for that.
No, well, he played with Chick Corea and a lot of different people.
Okay.
Back in the day. Just another...
Chick Corea.
But it's funny because they were vibe players. Vibraphone.
Vibraphone, yeah.
So, hey, you got a good vibe. How would that work out?
Is that where that came from?
See how that goes?
No, that can't be where that phrase came from, right? No. It was a jive.
It was a jive.
It was a jive, then it was a vibe.
What happened with Chuck? Shuck.
Chuck.
No, shuck and jive.
Oh, yeah, okay,
yeah.
All right.
That's how they got this thing now they're calling cornhole.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of shuck and jive, okay.
Cornhole.
It used to be beanbag throw, because they put beans in the bag. Now they're putting corn in it, and it goes in a hole. Men liked to do it back in the day too, and that's what we called it. And so every church in America now is going.
Well, okay, let's keep going back.
They're holy rollers.
Let's keep going back. There was remember the lawn darts? You know, the lance things that you just launched and hope nobody got hit?
That's what happened to Billy.
and what was the target? This little circle made of plastic, you know?
Different colors.
And before that, though...
Horseshoes?
Horseshoes. There you go. Now that goes back way, way back.
Have you ever tried to horse a shoe?
I've never tried to put a shoe on a horse or shoe a horse. No.
Yeah, they kick in. They could kick you pretty good. Anyway.
Yeah, no, it's not interested. But hats off to those that shoe horses.
They shoot horses, don't they?
That's what it's.
Here you have Kentucky Derby, and you got a horse that's worth $5 million. He sprains his leg, they shoot it. Now, there are some people in America that, never mind. I'm going down a dirty road.
Wow.
Ooh, that was a hoe.
You're talking about the people that when they're driving down the road and they see a dead deer on the side and it looks fresh. There's no flies yet, right?
Or crows.
They're thinking, just go pick that up, you know what I'm saying?
Bragging rights.
No, you shouldn't. You should not.
They do carry diseases.
They do carry, yes. And anyway.
I saw one the other day with a bag.
As far as my hunting skills will go right there.
I saw one the other day with a bag. They had so many.
There was a deer with a bag?
For all the critters that are on
I was walking down with a handbag, like, you know,
Yeah, we have a new... Yeah, Papa's got a brand new bag. It's called deer urine.
Oh, what?
I don't know.
All right, how did we get here?
It wasn't
we were talking about something before.
We were talking about Frank Zappa.
Zappa, right.
Yeah, and Ruth Underwood, who played with 4 mallets.
So you were onto something there. I kind of pulled us off the track with Zappa just to get people to look him up a little bit because I think he deserves a little look up.
And he has a son, his name's DeWeasel. And he does Zappa because his last name's Zappa. Yeah, okay, go ahead. Where were you heading?
No, that's fine. We can continue with this because I remember watching... I had the opportunity to see Dweezil in the last couple of years. I can't remember. Probably one of my ex-bandmates, you know, whatever. Like, hey, man.
I saw him at the Variety Playhouse, and the drummer, evidently, Zappa had so many compositions that he had a warehouse, and the drummer was the curator of... of all the songs and tunes that were showing up. And who was the guitar player that came up to Zappa and said, I've written down everything you've ever played. And he wanted to try out for the band. And Zappa said, what? He said, Steve Vai.
Oh.
And he came up and said, here's all the manuscript papers. And he looked at him, note for note, this guy. He was 19.
Wow.
1920. He got the gig.
So he was a music geek.
Oh, yeah.
Still is, probably, of course, but, you know.
Well, they just had that called Beat tour, and he was playing all of Frank Zappa's... No, we're in King Crimson now. Sorry.
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
No, Don Quixote said, fuck you. Oops.
It's interesting though. I did see a video with him and who else is? It's the singer from the Red album. Damn it, Discipline.
Ah,
I think you know the frame by frame guy.
Yeah.
The guy
yeah.
you said you hated. No, I'm just kidding. He didn't say that. Maybe you did. I don't know.
It's possible.
He doesn't sound too bad. You know, he kind of looks like the dude, so that, you know, that's nice.
He's not alive anymore. Half of them are alive anymore.
Well, I saw Steve Vai play with somebody, so he's still alive.
Oh yeah, and he played with Whitesnake for quite a while.
Okay.
Remember, David Coverdale evidently screamed at him. Said one day, he said, You better shut up, damn it. I've made you a millionaire a million times over. A million times over. Do the math. I don't know. I need an HP calculator for that one.
David, are you a multi-hundred trillionaire? You know, like
Yeah.
quadruple trillionaire? Like, if you made that much money for somebody else, you think you'd want at least that for yourself, right?
Yeah.
So he must be a, gazillionaire.
It's just like wives that divorced their husbands and they had a cottage industry that got really big, but you were there the whole time helping her or him make it. And now, oh no, you didn't do anything. Goodbye, see ya. Never mind. I just had a breakup. It's okay. Oh God, it's all right.
Let it out. Well, I was divorced, so that was not cool. But what are you gonna do, Tom?
I don't know, but after 33 years, you'd think you would have done this a long time ago.
33, man, you made it a long way.
I made it a long way. So if there's any young girls out there, because like Heidi Klum or somebody, give me a call.
He is available, folks, and let me tell you, best guy on the market right now in the sub 80s range.
Yes, there you go. We're not going to do impersonations of my rear end. I can make it talk.
Don't. You see, now you're telling people who you really are. You keep with the Texan accent, okay?
Oh, a Texan accent? How y'all doing? Anyway.
So, yeah, Frank Zappa. Cool music. Dweezil Zappa, I saw a DVD and I was blown away. I really liked the bass player and what he was doing there too. But like the whole band is just
yeah. They've been very famous.
You're listening to this and
yeah.
there's so much shit going on. Let's just put it that way. There's
well,
so much.
He was a satirist.
Yeah,
and he made fun of all kinds of things.
Yeah. For instance, one song was written about being a dental floss tycoon. And having, control of the dental floss industry. And that's,
Me and my pygmy pony. My Z-Cron and crusted tweezers.
It's very...
But don't eat the yellow snow.
That's right.
Yeah.
Don't ba-da-da-da-da.
Well, the interesting thing is, if you would have looked at these guys like I did when I was in 7th, 8th grade, I skipped school with a friend of mine. We went out to Dallas Love Field, Dallas, Texas. And back then they didn't have the terminal such, you had to climb down the stairs, then go into a corridor. So these guys are like long hair, mustaches, beards, polka dot over pinstripes. It's just an array of 60s stuff. They ended up being on the local teeny bopper show that day. So you look at these guys and think, oh man, these guys are like doing all kinds of drugs and they're just all out there, whatever. Frank Zappa never did drugs.
That's right.
He never let anybody do it on stage, but he was an avid coffee drinker and nicotine smoker. And he died of colon cancer, I do believe.
Okay.
He and Freddie Mercury, they were going down the same hole.
Oh.
Anyway.
But Frank Zappa was not a homosexual.
No, he was not. No. His wife will say that he loved the women, she said.
Oh, yeah.
And she put up with it all.
Well, hey.
What are you going to do?
And she made it past him, right?
Yes. She's still there in Palo Alto, California.
And it's nice and dry.
Yes. Until the fires come.
Oh, God. That's a shame,
Only
Frank.
you can prevent forest fires. If you have the answer to who that was, give us a call.
Yeah. Proper names only. Okay. Not the bear. Okay. The bears.
Hey, Yogi. Boo boo.
It's not Yogi or Boo Boo.
Yogo.
Oh,
boo-boo.
I'm giving it away. All right, never mind. So, what else? What else we got?
Well, I
on
don't
the
know,
table?
but you know
Do you
what?
like that glass, don't you?
I like this glass because it's got all types of memorabilia of airplanes. And my partner over here is a pilot.
That's right.
And,
a retired pilot, yes.
I bet if we had some money and we had a place to go, you could jump in and take us away.
No.
No, because the tower wouldn't let us off the ground. We wouldn't have the...
No, because I would say no. I wouldn't want someone else to fly me. Is that so stupid? Come on.
No, but you at least have the talent.
If you were a bus driver for 30 years, would you want to just get in a bus and, hey, everyone pack in the back, I'll take you any way you want? I've been driving for 30 years. You think I want to drive a bus again? See, you want to be driven. I want to ride in the bus. Well, see, that's more nostalgic for me.
Well, he could sit in the co-captain's chair and tell you how to do it.
Yeah, I'll just sit there and go, pretend, I'm doing anything.
Yeah, my hand went on the wheel.
Oh,
I was sitting there,
fine.
But I didn't do it.
Keep bringing me the drinks, we're good.
But anyway, these airplanes, and you were telling me a story the other day about, don't start crying out there, but his grandpa, he loved his grandpa, and you went out to the airfield as often as possible, whereas other kids were sitting in their bedroom sniffing glue or whatever. You were.
I can't say they weren't.
You
right?
were a pure biotic.
Homer's was popular, still then. But arcade games were big.
Yeah.
Right? This is early. I mean, very late 70s, early 80s.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
so Atari was
Pokemon.
kind of coming out. I mean, just Pong.
Right.
Bing, bing. That was like the moon and back, to as far as entertainment for kids.
Before, wasting time.
Well, it was either that or your homework, right? What are you going to do? But, mostly we would just ride our bikes around. We'd go to our friend's house, and then we'd say, what's going on? And he'd say, hey, look at this new flipper thing I got on my bike. And be like, oh, man, that's cool. Where'd you get that? That was, and then we go to the drugstore, not the drugstore, the delicatessen. That's where the arcade games were.
Okay.
And of course, where all the other candy bars and the sodas and shit. So
kept you quiet while the parents were having their meal.
After school, it was perfect. You just go down there and you waste a bunch of quarters. You drink, eating Snickers. I did that, but I had another sort of thing that really, sparked my interest, which was aviation.
You said Snickers. When you ate it, did it make you smile?
Yes.
That's why they call it Snickers bar.
I love it.
Are you making fun of me? No, it's the Snickers bar.
Snickers, Twix, those are my two mains.
You like crunchy stuff.
Yeah. I like the crunch. And Donkey Kong and Galaga. So those four, two arcade games, I was always eating either one of those, playing either one of those games.
Well, the sugar kept you going.
That's right. I was just bouncing up and down off the walls.
Yeah.
And then,
By you got home, you were tired enough, you'd eat your broccoli.
But we were patient enough to let our buddy play, and we'd watch them, and if he got further, right, it was like Donkey Kong. There was a pattern. Somebody figured it out, just like Pac-Man. You go here, and then you'll never. And praise for those people, because how many quarters did they lose? But where'd you go? Oh, you went through the tunnel, and then you came through the other side, and then you dropped the barrel, and then
You do the same thing with slot machines in Vegas. You watch the fat lady sit there for hours and hours and hours, and she gets up, and you go click, and it goes. $10,000 winner. And the old woman sits over there with a wooden leg. And says, oh, you didn't see that?
Oh, she picks it up and hits you with it?
Yeah. Here, I'll give you $5,000. Shut up.
Can we make a deal?
Is that your daughter over there? I'll give you an extra $5. No, she's the cocktail waitress.
Oh,
well,
I'm sorry.
I'll
give her another $5.
Because she's experienced. Thank you, Mr. Hendricks.
It was her fault that you won.
Yes.
That's
Well, quit being so obvious.
But I'm talking about the Donkey Kong. It's a program.
Yeah.
So the barrels come out the same way. It's just you figure out the pattern. Yeah. Not necessarily somebody that just throws in a bunch of cork.
Did they have any of those in Chuck E. Cheese?
Chuck E. Cheese? We didn't even have Chuck E. Cheese back then.
Oh,
And guess what?
animation.
We didn't have internet either. Oh my god. Oh my god. We didn't have cell phones either.
No, but Daddy could whistle with his 2 fingers to get you home for dinner.
Well,
Somewhat.
the parents had a network, a phone network, where if my mom didn't know where I was at, she probably knew I was at the airport. But
With Grandpa.
But
Back to Grandpa.
But if she called down, because my grandparents live, like 3 blocks down the road, so it was like you could literally yell to their house probably. But she called my grandparents. Is Christian there? No, he's not here. Is granddad there? Yeah, he's here. Okay, well, Christian's not. She's somewhere else, so she should go the other way, Miss Grandinetti. Is Christian there? No, but I saw him on his bicycle going this way, like, okay.
I think he's going to the milk store to get some candy.
Or maybe he's going to the deli. I don't know. It was just the deli. There were only a few destinations I could have been at, and my mom knew home. So anyway, but talking about the airport.
Well, on the wings of a clear white dove. What the hell was the name of that song?
What?
Anyway.
That glass. I'm going to let's see. I think I'm trying to remember who gave that to me.
There's only
I'm going to say
one-
my mom, but
There's only one jet on here. The rest, no, maybe 2 or 3.
It's a cool glass. It just doesn't do well in the dishwasher, but I really like that one.
You mean because the paint starts coming off?
Yeah.
Because of the temperature?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, people ask me, they can catch me, what in the hell is a podcast and why are you doing this and are you doing anything to help humanity?
Oh.
And I said, well, there's no manatee here. That's in Florida. Just to try to bring, I'm old, peace and love hippie. Let's quit thinking about all the other BS and have fun. Like, the video games and stuff that kids were playing, 70s, 80s.
Yeah.
Parents made fun of it. And it turned out that the best surgeons in the world used to play those games, which helped their dexterity now that we have robots. Imagine that.
So they weren't all a waste of time.
No.
They
had
taught.
it actually functionality of your phalanges, or whatever these things are.
Well, I had a comment on a video that I made, and it was me playing bass, but the comment was, you have a good right hand technique, which is the fingers that actually pluck the strings.
Right.
The other hand is the tune of the note, but I never thought about, right hand technique because it always just sounded okay to me. I didn't critically think about how I was hitting the strings. I just did it.
And it's your own signature of your fingerprints.
It probably is, because I sometimes use 2 fingers at once to really just dig into a string.
That's what she said.
Hey.
Hey!
Now for the balloon.
Is that the sperm?
No.
catcher?
It's a coin slot and a balloon knot. That's what it is. All right, and I didn't make that up, by the way. I have to give credit.
Okay.
Well, I'm not going to give credit to the person.
Not till they agree to pay
I
us.
know, right? He knows who he is, and if he listens to this, he's laughing his ass off. But he doesn't give a shit.
How does he sit down?
No, who made that?
He laughed his ass off. Where do you sit down? Oh,
come
you get
on.
it? Okay, come on.
I don't even think he made it up. I think he got it from somebody else. He's just not
Okay.
telling me. So.
Well, I've laughed so hard I look like I have a tan now. Anyway.
But good right hand technique. Okay, and then so I got thinking about it, and then I started screwing up. If you think about it, if I stare at my fingers working the fretboard, I'll screw up.
And if you're on some heavy drugs, you think it's a spider crawling up your arm.
Lois, no.
Yeah. Get a fire!
It's better to just kind of use the force, man. You know, just kind of, yep, that's about here. And you just make quick look correction, and then you back out. It works so much better now.
We've totally lost the audience now. They have no idea. Have you ever gone to a symphony orchestra and wondered why those guys are standing up there going,
You know how sound is made. I mean, you have a string. It's like a piano.
You have a bathroom.
There's a hammer that hits the string. In this case, for a bass player, if you're not one of those pick players,
That's so old-fashioned.
it doesn't matter. It's just a technique. Sometimes I'll play with a pick.
But Carol Kay in L.A., who played on all those wonderful records, used to pick.
Okay. But
Thank you, Carol.
But that was a common, acceptable kind of bass sound, that round thunk, you know. It's not less, funkadelic stuff, more
Right.
just nice notes. Okay, so pick players versus finger players. I've just always been a finger player, so it's just...
Which is faster? You can probably go faster with your fingers than thumb.
I think you can probably... What do you... If you mean by...
A thumb would be more for a six-string guitar, not a bass, I would think. To play quick.
I'd say a pick would be better for playing faster like that.
With a six-string guitar, not a bass is what I'm saying.
Oh, a string is a string. So if you're after digga, 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 that kind of sound, then a pick may be the best way, because you got to do this with your fingers. Either that or a flamenco technique or something, but it'd be easier with a pick. So
Did you ever
faster.
take piano lessons?
Yeah.
And you got to sit there and go da 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 to strengthen your fingers. And then they give you 2 or 3 octaves. Go da 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 da. So then came Rick Wakeman of the Yes Group and Emerson, Lake and Palmer. These cats had studied their rear ends off. They got made fun of. Billy Joel even talks about being made fun of and beat up on the way home from school because he was a sissy.
Oh, because he played piano?
Yeah. Now, look, he's laughing now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I married Christy Brinkley and you didn't, or whatever.
Well, he got his Uptown Girl, didn't he?
Oh, yes, he did.
Now, I should clarify, not really piano lessons, but organ lessons. So that's...
Which one, your heart or your lungs?
No.
Which organ?
like an actual electronic organ, right?
Yeah.
It just
they play in church.
My grandparents were taking lessons, and I was, I hung around with them a lot. They would take me out to dinner. So this was the cool thing. They would go to their lessons, and I would go with them. And then after their organ lessons, they would always go to
Cafeteria?
No, Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. Ooh, I don't know if you remember Arthur Treacher's.
Sure.
And with the checkered sign. Arthur Treacher's. Oh my God, it was like, nice fried up fish. I mean, it was, I don't know, cod maybe. But I loved it.
It wasn't tilapia, that's for sure.
It wasn't tilapia. But it was great. And then they had a miniature golf course out in the back of it too. So sometimes in the summertime we
kids got
my
rowdy.
grandmother would be like, "Let's play some golf," My grandfather's like, "Okay."
We used to call it Goonie golf.
I don't know, but it was just, it was a good memory. It was like, oh, we're going to organ lessons, and I knew I was going to get some, fish and chips. And so then I started playing or taking lessons there too with them.
Did it have bass pedals?
Yeah. It was
So-
two levels of keys
Right.
and then the bass.
My dad had a B3 Hammond organ
Well,
with a big Leslie speaker that went.
That's-
And then came Deep Purple and Emerson, Lake and Palmer and all those people who took organ to another level by tipping them over, making them make weird sounds that are not normal to man.
Yep. And these were definitely not those. These were, these were post, I mean, This was the take home an organ thing. It sounds like a Hammond, but it's not. You know, it was the beginning of synthesizers.
Oh, did they have a track where you could hit it and it go?
Yeah.
Do
You want a bossa nova?
Bossa nova.
You're like, oh, that's great, and then you just hit this one key down on the lower here, and you got G, so it just the whole band fills in. You know, you're like, ooh, I could just sit here with my thumb with one key, and change chords, and it would sound actually pretty good. And then you just used up here to do the solos and the melody, right?
Yeah. Differentiate.
So it was in a different way, but
Did it have the drawbars?
No, usually just had.
No, that was a little too sophisticated for this one.
Well, it was
like $10,000.
everything
more.
needed to be lighted switches to make it look all fancy.
They were like flippers.
They're flip buttons.
Yeah.
You know, like the old.
Yeah.
You know, they had those in the old organs.
Flipper. Forget about it.
But they had a bunch of lights that would just. It looked like a starship. You know, that was the sell. It was like.
So when you're landing your airplanes in Guatemala or wherever you used to go, and you'd see the lights, you'd go back to your. Looks like Grandma and Grandpa's organ.
Let me hit the bossa nova button. No! Oh, bang.
The natives will go crazy. They're stealing our women with their grass skirts. What's wrong with that?
They loved playing organ, and it was, I mean, whatever.
It was better than bingo.
I mean, but the point was there was always music around with them. My mom's house or my grandparents' house, you know. It could have been some questionable organ playing, but it was old tunes, and whenever I would play, my grandmother would come up, and you know, they had all the books, so I could just flip open anything, and she would know how to sing it.
Really?
And so I'd just play, and yeah, she was
she a soprano?
She was almost a Broadway star.
Wow.
Yeah. And my grandfather didn't like what she was doing back then, so he said, "Man, stop that."
I don't blame him, you know. You may have had the couch test, and he's like,
I mean, this is, folks, this is like, you know, the 20s. Okay, so, it's, you know,
bathtub gin.
It was a different arrangement with you know, men and women and marriages and whatnot.
Crooked bar owner.
But she was into entertainment. She, you know, I would say almost a star. She could have been a lot bigger, but she loved to sing.
Was it after silent films, obviously?
Yeah. But she loved to sing, so she would sing these tunes as I was playing them, and it was fun because I was like, "Oh, that's how it goes." Okay. And
well, now the people in the audience know that when their grandparents have died and whatever, and there's this thing covered up, and they pull its sheet off, and the dust goes everywhere. Take it home. Don't let some auctioneer get it from you. It's a good thing to have because your kids can learn it. They don't make this stuff anymore.
It's
if they do, it's very expensive.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. If they do, I don't even know if they do. They might, but the market. I don't know if the market. It was a certain thing where they made it easy enough for anyone to walk up and really just be able to play something.
Yeah.
You know, it was so automated in that way. You could go full manual and be all coolly about it, but you could literally just play stuff with one finger.
Yeah, well.
Now that was not a good way to spend $2,000 back in 1981, but
Yeah.
They had 2 organs in their house, and it was just one of those things. Like, I know not a lot of people have organs. 2 organs in their house, and
how many do you have in your body?
Toward the end of it, there was a organ that my mom had at her house that I would play. So like we had 3 organs between all of us there. That was crazy.
So music has ruined your life.
It has totally ruined. Totally.
Me too. I can't let go of it.
No, and why should you? You shouldn't. Music.
Because I'm lousy at it. Not as good as those who are making it.
Shouldn't be a reason.
It's a subjective situation.
I mean, a performance situation, right?
Right.
I mean, that would suck, if I couldn't play anymore.
Yeah.
You can play still.
I can play, yeah.
But it's a rewarding experience though. I'm not just saying just playing, but listening to music is still a medicinal effect.
Well, everybody remembers a certain song will take you to a certain place, your comfort zone.
Sure.
Not you foodies. We're not talking about that kind of functional situation that makes you want to get one of those new shots. Have you seen these new shots? They go boom, and they're losing weight and they're stabbing themselves. Now this could set up a whole different scenario of masochism of some sort. Hey, I got 10 of them. Let's do it. They wake up the next morning. They look like a pretzel.
There's always that one person that, it's just one shot a day. I wonder what 2 does. Or, let's go 3. Will I lose 3 times the weight?
Well, that's the way alcoholics are. If one gets me high, 2 will get me higher. And the third one will probably get me on the floor.
So if you're out there, you have experience with Ozempic, and I hate to even give credit to pharmaceutical companies at this point, because I think it's all just it's crap. It's crap for your body. You start taking this stuff, and if you stop, you're just right back, like Dexatrim, right? Right. Look that one up. That was a good one.
Yeah, it's like your New Year's resolution. I'm going to walk 5 miles a day. Oh, it's snowing. Oh, fuck it. That's why you need to join an indoor gym.
Well, walking
for $1 a day. Whatever.
Moving is good. Moving is good. Walking.
Getting in and out of the bathtub.
Just
anything.
walking.
Yeah. Just do it.
Just fucking get up. Just go walk somewhere. Walk around your house if you don't want to go out of the house. Walk around inside your house. I don't know.
Get a stairwell.
Have you ever walked the mall? A mall walker? Those people, beforehand they let those in. Do they have like a special badge? Like, we're a mall walkers.
They get in early.
Before. How do they get in early? Do they have the secret code? Do they have a pass?
There's a certain number of doors, I think, around the mall that only the aged know. It comes to them in a dream,
Okay, all right.
Yeah, anyway. No, but I
They do get to come in early.
I haven't been in a mall in a long time, but when I do go, I know which store I want to go to, and I go to that one. I'm not like teenagers roaming and, there might be a girl over there. Oh, there may be a guy over there. Yeah. And let's go to this store or that store.
And you
old people are there for exercise. Young men are there for exercise, if they can catch them.
They're not there for exercise.
Exercising their bravado.
Oh, okay. It was social exercise.
Yeah. Because their mom and dad dropped them off at the mall and they thought it was safe.
So they're like, all right, just get some food and we'll see you in 4 hours.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah,
what am I supposed to do? And then you always end up at Orange Julius, sipping on the...
They still have those? Wow.
I'm pulling some history.
It makes a great mixer with vodka.
I've never tried that.
I know. We were too young.
The orange sickle, of snacks. 7-Eleven had nothing on them. Nothing. But they were only in the mall, right?
Can you sing the 7 to 11 jingle?
Can you? I can't.
From 7 to 11, come get your food in heaven. From 7 to 11. I'm from Dallas, Texas. They were from Texas.
Yeah, all right.
Until a Chinese group bought them out.
And now it's
I thought that was pretty cool. From
now it's
7
just 7-Eleven.
to 11, yeah.
They're still big in Japan. Or at least they were. They've got a good foothold in Japan, 7-Eleven.
They do in Selma, Alabama, too. They still have a colored and a white bathroom in there.
But if you compare a 7-Eleven store from Alabama versus one from Japan.
No.
If you were to...
Do they sell fake flowers?
In Japan?
Yeah. They probably have sushi.
Probably. I never walked in to look for one, so I don't know. But they had plenty of good food. Sushi, gyoza, that was my thing. Dumplings, basically. I mean, it was a great, and it was right next to the place I was staying when I was working. So,
Flying airplanes.
Well, we had days off,
There were 6 days, 6 hours, nobody knew where he was.
That's right.
He was up in the clouds
Until
somewhere.
the 7th day, and I came back down.
Timothy Leary's dead. No.
It was a great late night, coming back from seeing some friends at the bar. And then you walk in and take the gyoza, and they have the package. They know exactly how.
Did they really have a tiki bar?
A tiki bar?
Tiki bar.
Where?
I think maybe it was just Hawaii.
I'm sure there's...
Well, they have those tikis, which you light, right?
Yes.
Now they had bars that, I guess tikis all around.
That's more Polynesian, but yeah, of course.
They all look the same to me.
Oh,
I don't know.
Oh, my God. You went there. That's a great idea. I'm just going to show you photos of Asian people, and you say, okay, what country are they from? And you're just going to go, I don't know. They all like this.
Chinese, Japanese, American baby.
I understand.
Yeah, okay.
It's about experience, so there's a difference.
And they had the most beautiful eyes. I'm backing into this. Yeah, and it's not. Who's that guy that had the song about the eyes and you can deceive and with a rebel yell?
Oh, Billy Idol.
Billy Idol.
Okay,
He had that song about lying eyes and.
Don't
call me on the phone to tell me you're alone because, hey.
It was Eyes Without a Face.
Eyes with... Oh, I'd love to see that. Wouldn't you? Let's make a doll,
There is
a face with no eyes. I think it'd be from the Children of the Damned or something.
No, it's eyes without a face. It's not a face without eyes. You see...
Well, if you have a face, you gotta have eyes, right?
No, you could just have these eyes just floating around,
No. Do not adjust your TV. This is the Twilight Zone.
Just like the arcade game. We're gonna go back to this arcade game, Dig Dug. I know you don't know what that is. That's fine.
I'm old.
But there's like a devil thing that would go through the dirt, but it was just these eyes, and it would just move around, and you didn't want to go near it because it was going to be just death for you.
David Bowie's last video has the same thing. It's 3 guys on... well...
on a thing?
Well, on a cross.
Okay.
Okay, they're on the cross,
All
and
right.
they're like... The bad guys, evidently, and the weeds are very, very high, about 6 feet high. But there's this little thing coming around underneath, and the guys, 3 guys, symbolic, I guess, of Jesus.
Well, Jesus and
that.
yes.
And so they're all like weirded out because this thing's going to eat them or something. I don't know, but it was little bitty, but it was the same thing you were talking about.
Okay. Yeah.
What is it?
I don't know.
Fear of the unknown. But it wasn't going to be a good situation.
Well, I guess so. Yeah.
Nobody turned around and said, I forgive you, son, for you knew not what the fuck you did.
But there was no, it was on this TV channel up here. We got a TV up here. You can't see, but it's pretty neat because it's a Samsung TV. I'll plug them. I don't give a shit. But if you have Wi-Fi, like Samsung has their own like channel, right? And if you have Wi-Fi, then it'll know to go look for it, and it has all these music videos, and it actually has
things that'll interest you.
Well, live videos, kind of like MTV, but it also has songs per decade and things like that. It's cool. But they also show interviews every now and then, and there was a Billy Idol interview about Eyes Without a Face, and it was him telling about what that was about.
The origin of the song.
Origin of the song, and it was.
I love origins.
It's out there. Just go listen. Just go look
It's
for
not
it.
from Florida either.
I'm telling you, it's pretty good though.
Tangerine Dreams.
It was. I mean, it was about a woman that he didn't like at all, and it's not a love song. It's not a love song. Okay, I'm gonna give that one away.
It's kind of a hate song.
Yeah, it's like you know.
Quit lying to me, bitch.
Yeah. I think it was about a bunch of lies, and so you
It's
know.
easy to deceive. Yeah.
See, so there you go. It's,
Now you know
but it
why I'm
sounds
not a
also
singer.
nice, you know. No, it's like you know. Yeah, it's good for the girls to dance down too. They're like, yeah, that's a good groove. You're like, yeah, but
What you
know,
talking about here?
You know what he's singing about, though, right? You know, I don't know. It's some eyes without a face. You're like, never mind.
That would scare the hell out of me.
Have you ever seen eyes just floating around?
How are we doing on time there,
And
boss?
Dig Dug. Hey, we're 47 minutes in.
Oh, hell.
Did it seem that long? No.
No, because I was trying to wax my car at the same time. I wonder why my arms started
That's
hurting.
why what you were doing down there. Okay.
I was astral projecting myself both places.
Rastro.
Time is of the essence.
It is.
What is essence? Is it perfume?
Essence. I'll tell you what essence is. Essence.
There was a band called Evanescence. What were they trying to tell us?
Well, that was essence of Evan. But essence. We're going to go all the way back to Jim Henson.
Ah,
You remember, I don't know if you remember, a movie called The Dark Crystal.
yeah.
Okay, it was Jim Henson is the creator of the Muppets, by the way, if you didn't know that. And so he made a movie, a very intricate costumed movie of some other astral plane of characters, right?
It was out there. We knew it
There's
was
some
out
other planet, you know, like it's just Jim Henson, you know, that's what he did. So the whole purpose of the two rival gangs of things, of creatures, one was bad and one was good. It was sort of a good bad, supposed to be, you know, do the good thing,
No ugly.
do the right thing movie. So they have to show the evil, right? And so the evil people were all about taking these little munchkin people and they would put them in this chair and make them stare at this crystal, and somehow through the crystal they would get tranced and they would start to like take this serum out of these little people, and they called it essence. And it was a liquid form that they would put in, and they would drink it. And when they would drink it, okay, you still following me, folks? This is a little bit too.
Essence.
I'm telling you. Now, essence, it wasn't like red
not-
like blood. It was just
not a
clear,
perfume.
right? But just hang with me, right? So essence, they drink the essence, and their skin, they would get younger. Their skin would, all the wrinkles would go away.
Oh, hell yeah.
And they were like,
We can market this.
They were so proud of themselves that they were robbing. And by the way, these little people, once they were done getting sucked with the essence, they were toast. I mean, it's not like they sent them home and, okay, go get your plasma back up so you can. No. They were done, folks. So they would.
You don't want to get caught.
You see where I'm going here?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
So it was a little bit
They
dark.
sucked the life
It was
out of them
pretty
and called
fucking
it
dark.
Evanescence.
But that's essence. So essence is the lifeblood, the blood of life, right?
Well, they take it out of you. I
And
guess
now
you're dead.
Now
yeah.
they're taking blood out of kids, right? No, what's happening? No, hey, I didn't say that. I must be a conspiracy theorist. I don't want to be that, right? No, that's not pure acceptance.
Well, what would happen if you weren't?
What about evanescence?
Well, that's a hell of a band.
That's a hell of a band.
And for all you ladies who want power, they made it with their female vocalist, who was excellent. And then for some reason she quit. They got a new one. Wasn't quite up to par.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. When did that happen? Do you know?
A couple of years ago.
Okay.
About the same time the guy committed suicide who was in that Nothing
Chester,
Really Matters.
Chester Bennington?
Was that his name?
Yeah.
What was the name of his group? But Nothing Really Matters.
Yeah,
No.
Oh my God, everyone's
Anyway.
laughing at me now.
Anyway, just phone it in. We'll figure it out.
I'm so bad.
We don't even have
I
a
should
phone.
know. I do know. It's just like I'm having a moment. But Evanescence, I think. I hear other.
It's
like,
goth, but yet it's heavy metal.
I know who they are, and I've heard their songs. I totally agree with what you said, because she sort of redefined an avenue.
Let's
if I
get
can
rid
say.
of Janis Joplin. This is what we like right here.
Well, I mean, I'm not saying women singers haven't been here all along. They have. It's
well,
just
there's Joni Mitchell forever.
in the category of like hard metal, right?
Right.
Like, not too many women at
Concrete Blonde.
Well, okay, but that was like the genre was not. It was that was sort of like punk, right?
Yeah.
But I'm talking about like hard metal, like, and she defined a style, which a lot of I don't know, heavy female-led bands, and we see them live too here in Atlanta.
And it's not the Wilson sisters.
No, but we're talking about that.
Da, 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 da.
But it's the same thing. They're just copying Evanescence, you know. And
Well,
I'm like,
the new girl was trying. It just didn't work.
yeah. Huh.
So, and Nothing Really Matters.
Linkin Park was the name of that band. By the way.
Oh,
I see. I got it in there.
There you go.
I got my restitution.
But I never figured out there was one guy on the stage that always had a pair of headphones on. And it was not the drummer. It was a keyboard player.
Mm-hmm.
And then there was an Asian guy who played. It was a cool band. It was just a diversity of a lot of different genres that they all brought to the band.
Sure.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
And it's one of those things that happens every now and then. I mean, oh yeah, the Foo Fighters are great, and blah, blah, blah. But they were nothing like that. I mean, anyway.
Well, Foo Fighters.
They were still going
guess-
against the grain. Foo Fighters gave into a lot of commercial bullshit.
Wasn't Dave Grohl at the end there? He was like, if this doesn't win a Grammy, then I quit or something. He was kind of like he just. It was like, oh man, so that's what you wanted, right?
I will
that's
say
all you
one.
wanted,
I
and
will
then-
say one thing about him. I have the utmost respect. You're sitting there with a Jim Morrison or Paul McCartney or whoever. They died. They're gone. You're the drummer. Now what? We're nothing. This guy knew how to play the guitar. He could sing.
Yeah.
He stepped away from the drum set and got another guy who...
From Nirvana.
Which, he was the drummer of Nirvana.
And a drummer in other bands,
But the next drummer came along, was really cool until he did too much heroin. He died.
Taylor.
But he brought something. It was like a phoenix.
Yeah.
He brought it back up, and I have the utmost respect for him to do that. I mean, it's not easy.
Yeah.
Number one, you're a drummer. What's a drummer? Oh, it's a guy that hangs around with musicians. Excuse me.
And no, it's not the guy that always gets the chicks, okay?
It's not the guitarist, it's the drummer. I have experience in this stuff.
Okay.
Okay, it was a junior high. but you,
Experience nonetheless.
But I mean, imagine Bruce Hornsby dies, and you're the
replacement keyboard player.
Keyboard player of him. I don't think so.
Yeah. I mean, there's just shoes you
that's-
can't fill.
That's going way out. No, well, then there was Jefferson Star Airplane,
Yeah.
and they turned
Starship
into Jefferson
Airplane,
Star. But they started Jefferson Starship,
Starship.
and they were a big hit also.
Yeah.
So,
Now, how did?
and they still had a female vocalist going back to that.
Well, it was a dual vocal kind of thing.
Well,
right?
yeah,
it wasn't
yeah,
just a
yeah.
female, and so nothing's gonna stop us. I mean, every one of their songs, they're back and forth. But
God, what? Grace Slick was the lead singer,
oh,
and her big song was "Crap." No, it wasn't crap. It was a very good song.
she could probably sing crap really good.
Yeah. Tears are rolling down your face. Tears are rolling.
Yeah. All right.
Anyways.
Keep going. Yeah.
Well, thank you. We'll take you back to your wheelchair in San Francisco. In Haight-Ashbury. When the truth is known.
That's right. They're out of San Francisco.
Yeah, they were.
Just like Journey.
Yes.
Every now and then.
Where did they find that midget?
That's an interesting story. Now, Journey, before Steve Perry.
They sucked. I saw them.
Okay. Fine, they sucked, right? I'm not saying.
So did Rush. I saw them too.
So now,
right before
the keyboard player, before there was Joe Perry, or I mean, I'm sorry.
Right, he wrote a lot of the songs.
He wrote most of them, right?
Yeah,
and then he sang, a lot of them. And then there was that point where they were both singing, him and Perry, kind of trading off, and it was sort of a handoff.
Right,
He was kind of leaving. He was leaving the band, and then like, here's your new boy wonder. You guys go far, because that guy that was leaving, the keyboard player, I think he was probably the oldest guy in the band, Steve Smith including. So
Steve Smith's another whole story, who is one of the most incredible drummers ever.
he is incredible.
I saw him do. Anyway, go ahead.
No, but I mean, the whole thing was, it was a very just friendly handoff from
Right.
Look, I think you can do better with this band than me, and
I thought he just wanted to get the hell out of there.
well, I mean,
You
I
make
don't
it sound
know.
like it was a great business deal. I think his voice started going, or something happened. And
It could have been.
so
I mean,
now they get a midget from Hawaii. I mean, look,
I didn't read the biography, so I don't know why. The particular reasons why he was leaving.
Okay,
but-
we got a guy dressed up in a monkey
I mean,
suit.
he's
in a
18
monkey
years
suit,
old.
in a monkey suit, and he's on the Ed Sullivan Show singing "Yesterday." Oh my God! It's this little short fucker, not Paul McCartney. You're like, he sings exactly like McCartney sang that song, but I can't look at it. I can't. It's
not
God.
stage worthy.
No.
Okay, so you're gonna make me. I'm gonna go read the book now. I'm sure there's a book about it somewhere.
There is.
About.
It's by the piano player.
Well, I think it should be.
And
who else,
he
right?
wrote a lot of the songs with Steve Perry.
Right. Yeah.
A lot of them had
Yeah.
to do with being away on the road and missing their
Sure,
wives.
yeah.
And
But he was, I guess I watched something up here somewhere, and it was a quick kind of thing. Oh, it was like a YouTube video, and I was annoyed because, it says
Imagine
this,
that.
and then you click on it, and it's some dude going, "This man, let's see, he was born in." Oh God, we're gonna go all the way through. So I'm just gonna skip 2/3 down the video, and maybe I'll be close to where I want to hear about it. But it was just this fucking guy talking about it, and I'm like, well, who are you? And then how do I know what you're saying is actually true?
you don't.
I just been duped again. Anyway, YouTube is annoying a lot of the time now. It used to be cool when you could look something up and you'd actually get what you're looking for, but now...
Don't you have any gimmicks over there in your box that we could kind of go, ha 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 ha?
What? No, not that.
That's my Sharona. Look, folks, technology.
I don't know
working.
what I'm doing. What do you want to hear, man? Let me see what I got. I just got songs, and then, oh, wait, I got other stuff.
We'll be right back after this word from our sponsor.
This loops.
And that's you playing the bass, right?
No, this is what came on it.
They don't know the difference. Isn't he incredible, folks? Quincy Jones, before he died, asked for him to play bass at his funeral.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what you get. That's what we get.
What? What do you get when you fall in love?
This is what you get. You get the audience telling you it's time to go.
And I think I'm going to get a symphony ticket. I think that's where all the rich women will be for this poor guy who just got duped.
Oh, I mean, yeah, that deserves everything.
Yeah.
All right, folks. Well, we hope you had fun, just like us.
Next week we'll have Michael Douglas on. We'll explain it later.
Yeah. Free beer tomorrow, and do your laundry. All right. Bye, folks.